daily numbers this week is an example of, well, this was an example of a good pitch from to a blogger. So I got an email from the person who's promoting this infographic from which I'm going to grab the numbers, and it's right on target with the stuff that I talk about. So that's how you're supposed to pitch.
Astounding.
These stats have to do with web design, web form design. Form design. So contact forms, any form on your website, which I think majority of people, where people stumble in converting, is in the form. And so this is hugely important. So this is the number of fields. Now this comes from various sources, so I'm not going to quote each source, but the number of fields, 61% of forms have 5 to 10 fields, name field, address field, etc. 5 to 10 fields. As a rule, and it makes sense, but most people don't think, a lot of people don't think about this, and I learned the hard way from my early days in web development that this is true. The fewer fields that you have for people to fill out, the more conversions you'll get. The more fields that you have, the higher quality of the conversions too, conversely. So you got to figure out what you want out of what you're trying to accomplish with the form. This is a survey of most important fields to include. Around 95% is the email, which should be pretty obvious. It should be like 100%, but the other fields are well, I got to clip off the image is clipped off here, so I can't read it. But anyway, the point is, you got to really think closely about how your forms are designed. I've long considered the idea of charming forms. Think about it. One of the least enjoyable experiences online is filling out forms. People get frustrated because a lot of forms are designed poorly, but it's time-consuming, it's a pain in the ass to do. We need forms that are charming, that when you make an error, they're charming in the way that they tell you that you made an error, right? So I think you need to really think a lot about that, and we'll put a link to the infographic in the show notes.
I have a question. Quick question.
Yeah, I got to tell you my pet peeve about forms. Okay, I forgot my password. I've already typed in my email. I forgot my password. I go to the next form. I have to type in my email. Anytime that happens, and I'm one of these people. I don't keep my passwords. I just keep changing them because why should I remember them? So. Every forms are like that. They just make you keep on repeating information. Stop doing that. Don't do that anymore.
The one piece about forms, David, that I'm having a hard time with over the last year particularly is CAPTCHA.
Yeah.
Oh, my God. You can't read them.
Now,
yeah.
I don't know if it's because I'm 55 or just because I'm impatient.
They're illegible,
what?
Albert.
What? Well, you should know because now you can see perfect.
I can see, and I still can't see them.
God bless you.
I think some caption systems are better than others, but I agree. It's hard to understand a lot of those.
Isn't the caption
the ones that have the letters, and then in the dark there are the numbers, and you can't see them because they're in the dark. Like,
yeah.
Who thought of this shit?
But I realize we have to have them because of spammers, but
we have to go.
Bots.
Time to go.
Well, time to go. So I'll wrap it up here because I'm Ron Burgundy. Did you notice, David? Did you notice, you guys? I changed my jacket.
I did. I was going to ask you about that. Why did you do that?
Just in honor of the Ron Burgundy thing that David. Just in honor of that. And you know,
I'll change our clothes.
I was going to wear no pants, but I am wearing pants.
Glad to hear that, Albert.
It's so damn cold in Minnesota. But for more, in Minnesota, follow D. Erickson on Twitter, e-strategyblog.com for the daily numbers on Twitter. And in New York, where we're sending cold your way, B.L. Achman can be found at whatsnextblog.com and on Twitter at whatsnext. I'm Albert Marucci on Twitter and providentpartners.net. Thanks for watching the Beyond Social Media Show.